Food is the best part of a trip. I think everyone can agree to this. However, every country has its own set of food customs that you cannot even imagine in your wildest dreams. As a tourist, it is mandatory to be acquainted with these customs so that you do not offend anyone. So, in today's video we bring you the 10 countries with the most unusual dining customs for you to be aware of before your next trip. So grab your popcorn and hook to the end, and tell us which unusual dining custom is being followed in your country. Now let's start. Number 10. Tanzania. In Tanzania, being on time for your meal is an insult to the host. If you want to be polite, show up late, and they will appreciate the gesture. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Number 9.
Chile.
Never use your hands while eating in Chile because food should always be eaten with the cutlery. The whole concept sounds really hygienic, but how can you satiate your craving for chicken drumstick with a knife and fork in hand? Number 8. Egypt. Asking for a salt shaker is a bad idea in Egypt. It is a way of telling the chef that the food lacks sufficient flavors and requires more seasoning. So, it is always better to eat in silence, or you might disappoint your host. Number 7. India. Eating with your left hand is considered a taboo in India. Here it is believed that the right hand is reserved for noble pursuits, while the left hand is used for cleaning the body. Seems strange, right? Number 6. South Korea. In South Korea, you cannot start eating before the oldest member has taken a bite. You are also supposed to follow the eating pace of the eldest person. This is considered a sign of respect. Sit back, relax, and wait for the eldest one to start. Number 5. Thailand. In Thailand, using the fork for putting the food in the mouth is often looked upon. Here, the fork can only be used to push the food on the spoon, and that is all. In case, if you want to eat food with the fork, think again when in Thailand. I wonder how they eat noodles. Number 4. Japan. It is an act of rudeness to pass food using a chopstick while dining in Japan. They believe that bones are passed the same way during a funeral. Thus, nobody wants to be reminded of death in funerals while having a peaceful meal. Number 3. China. Finishing the food on your plate is considered rude in China. Even if you find the meal delicious, it is important that you leave a small portion behind. This is a way of complimenting the host that he/she has fed you enough. Number 2. Italy. Asking for cheese with seafood is a great faux pas in Italy. It is considered a deadly sin to mix the cheese with the fish. But if you are in a major tourist destination, you might not be subject to unfriendly glances. Don't let the chefs throw some shade on you. Number 1. United Kingdom. While stirring tea or coffee, never let the spoon touch the sides of the cup. And after you are done stirring, the spoon must be left on the saucer. In case your spoon hits the cup and makes a tinkling noise, it might not incite outrage, but people will know that you are a tourist and cue those judgmental glances. Now that you know about these strange food customs, beat those hunger pangs in a more culturally acceptable way and travel